The ongoing drama between JT and Cardi B has captivated fans from all over the world. This drama has developed into a drama that is full of unexpected turns and twists. An important turning point in the narrative occurred not too long ago when JT drastically inflamed the situation. Cardi B found herself in the middle of a dispute involving allegations of sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, which resulted in harsh condemnation. Hi there and welcome back to Rumor Spill. Her response was brief, lasting no more than a couple of minutes, and she touched on how her life had changed during the course of our conversation. With fans in the industry expecting her to consistently produce music, participate in reality TV shows like Rhythm and Flow, act in films like Hustlers, collaborate with brands like Fashion Nova, and juggle other projects that have not been disclosed, Cardi B has expressed her apologies to those who may have found her schedule to be overwhelming. There has been a growing tension between JT and Cardi for a considerable amount of time. At the very moment when it appeared that the circumstances could not possibly become any more complicated, a fresh and shocking turn of events occurred, leaving everyone in a state of disbelief. Putting aside the recent commotion, let's investigate the beginnings of this dispute, shall we? When Cardi B referred to JT as Nicki Minaj's lapdog in the year 2020, everyone took offense and the hostility escalated. It is possible to trace the origin of their disagreement back to JT's choice to work with Nicki Minaj on a song. This was a move that Cardi did not receive well, which resulted in an immediate confrontation between the two of them. Their disagreement stems from a convoluted web of miscommunication and loyalty that runs through their relationship. Cardi B, who has been working in the business alongside JT since its inception, experienced a sense of betrayal as a result of JT's partnership with what she considered to be the adversary. This was due to the fact that they worked together in the past and had a close relationship. The aftermath of what was considered to be a betrayal set the stage for a prolonged dispute that appeared to have no resolution. Cardi B made it extremely apparent how she felt, and JT was just as relentless in her determination. At the same time that neither side was prepared to make any concessions, the situation became more dire, much like a storm that was brewing on the horizon. That being said, this quarrel is not limited to professional rivalries, rather, it is deeply founded in concerns of loyalty and trust, which has left Cardi feeling as though she has been harmed in an unfair manner. The complexities of their competition were brought into sharper focus during a recent fashion event when Cardi B displayed a pink Rick Owens dress on social media. JT did not waste any time in bringing attention to the fact that she had worn the identical costume at Milan Fashion Week, and she shared photographs to demonstrate her case. JT's intention was to destabilize Cardi, and this was not only a friendly fashion face-off, rather, it was a premeditated attempt to restart their feud. In order to overshadow Cardi, JT's plan was to highlight the fashion overlap between the two of them. This was done not just to compare trends, but also to heat up the pot of their ongoing competition. Despite this, Cardi made the decision to remain above the battle since she was aware that JT's objective was to stir up drama in order to get attention. Due to the fact that she had previous experience dealing with situations that were comparable to this one, Cardi made the decision to avoid engaging in the contentious social media debates in order to avoid making any personal attacks. Going a step further, raising charges for sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, crosses a line into an area that is not appropriate. Not only are these allegations harmful, but they also have the potential to have significant repercussions for the individual, as Cardi B herself has experienced. Due to the fact that she had been accused of similar offenses in the past, she found herself in the midst of a nightmare when these unfounded accusations reappeared again. The members of her team rushed to her defense and emphasized the gravity of the claims as well as the damage that they cause. Tasha K, a well-known YouTuber, once targeted Cardi B and released multiple videos propagating what a lawsuit ultimately revealed to be untrue rumors. Cardi B's struggle with false STD claims is not a new one. Tasha K was the one who attacked her previously. The next year, in 2019, Cardi B took legal action and filed a lawsuit against Tasha K for defamation. She asked for considerable damages to compensate her for the anguish that these charges had caused.
The legal struggle that she was engaged in was more than simply a fight to clear her name. It was also a fight against the emotional toll that such charges may come with. To provide a realistic picture of the complexities of the feud between JT and Cardi B. This dense tapestry of arguments, legal battles, and personal issues is shown here. The battle that began as a professional competition has developed into a complicated conflict that reflects the pressures and problems that public figures experience in the present digital age. This is because of issues with loyalty and trust, as well as the impact of harmful rumors. Despite the pain of being accused of something that was not true, Cardi B maintained her composure and confronted the emotional turmoil head-on.
She took the initiative to publicly reject allegations that she had ever contracted a sexually transmitted disease, STD, and highlighted to the court the significant impact that these unfounded assertions had on her mental health. The sorrow and distress that were caused by Tasha K's activities were discussed in depth by her in a declaration that came from the heart. A confrontation in the courtroom took place in 2021, marking the culmination of the conflict, which had begun in 2019. Throughout the course of the trial, Stark suffered from feelings of self-doubt as the claims were investigated further and her suitability as a mother and a partner was called into question. For the sake of truth, the judge who was presiding over the case ordered Cardi B to undergo extensive testing for a variety of sexually transmitted diseases, STDs. She did not hold back when it came to discussing her struggles with defeatism, melancholy, and the terrifying idea of hurting herself. Not only would a positive test result for any of the alleged sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, cause Cardi B's defamation lawsuit to be dismissed, but it would also expose her to public humiliation, making her already precarious condition even more difficult to deal with. Cardi B, eager to demonstrate that she was not guilty, agreed to take the tests. She admitted that the results had been easily accessible for a period of 3 months. Nevertheless, her legal team encountered challenges due to the fact that the judge restricted access to her medical documents, particularly those pertaining to herpes and HPV, for the purposes of the trial. The malicious allegations that Cardi B and JT were involved in an affair were brought to light by the $4 million judgment that was handed down after the legal proceedings had been resolved and Cardi B emerged victorious. The circumstances surrounding the beginning of this rumor are still unknown. However, it appeared to reignite the so-called girl beef that frequently attracts the attention of the public. The most recent development in this continuing drama is that JT, who is known for being a provocateur, used the phrase STID in a tweet that was quickly removed. The post was a response to a trivia question that Nicki Minaj had posed. In spite of the fact that Cardi B's name was not specifically stated, the implication was unmistakable, and the tweet very soon became a topic of discussion on social media. It was a brilliant attempt to light the flames of controversy without making any direct charges. As a result of Cardi's followers' interpretation of JT's cryptic tweet as a thinly veiled attack, they came together to defend her. A reaction from a fan brought attention to the hastiness with which Cardi was connected to charges of sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, implying that such assumptions showed more about the accusers than they did about Cardi herself. In spite of the fact that not everyone was quick to condemn, the simmering animosity was dragged back into the spotlight as a result of this fresh strife. Because they did not see any link between the trivia and the suggested reference to sexually transmitted diseases that Nicki made during her trivia sessions, which were typical contacts with her followers, several individuals questioned whether or not it was necessary to engage Cardi in the conversation. In support of JT, a fan said that simply talking about sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, should not be enough to generate fury among Cardi's audience. This fan insinuated that there is a more fundamental problem with their sensitivity than with JT's commentary. The insinuations that were made were powerful enough to fuel conjecture and controversy, bringing the public once again into the vortex of drama that is taking place between Cardi B and JT. All of this occurred despite the fact that Cardi was never directly named. This entire episode sheds light on the potential personal costs of public disputes, particularly when they make unsubstantiated accusations. It also sheds light on the complex mechanics of celebrity interactions and the significant role that social media plays in amplifying these conflicts. A demonstration of Cardi B's tenacity and determination in the face of adversity is the fact that she has persisted in confronting these challenges head-on, pursuing justice through the legal system, and ultimately recovering her reputation. Subscribe Rumor Spill for more videos.